Are you an entrepreneur drowning in tasks with no time to actually scale your business? Unfortunately, most entrepreneurs and business owners overcomplicate growth and focus on things that don't actually move the needle. But the good news is that when you implement the proper system and plan, you can actually scale your business, increase profit, and even have a little bit of fun. Hey, if we're just meeting, I'm Danny, and over the last 6 years, my team and I have helped business owners just like you and me scale faster with proven systems, playbooks, virtual assistants, and also AI and automation. In this video, you'll discover 3 reasons why your business definitely needs a virtual assistant and the proper system to scale profit, skyrocket growth, and get your time back. And I'll share the exact system for you to implement this in your business right away. Let's dive in. Now, you might also be thinking, Danny, how much is all this great stuff gonna cost me? Well, the good news is that hiring a virtual assistant or VA as your executive assistant or all the other positions I'm gonna talk about in just a second is extremely cost effective when you work with us at All Star VAs. I'm going to go through exactly what the cost structure is so that you can understand it and so that you can see how cost effective and efficient this will be for your business. Hey, do you want to fast track your way to success, earn way more money, work less, and have more fun in your business? I want to invite you to book a call with my team over at allstarvas.com. You can do that by clicking the link down in the description. We're going to do a complete business audit. By the way, it's absolutely free. We're going to see what your challenges are. We're going to see where the gaps are in your business. And then we are going to create a game plan to help you achieve all of your goals. And I guarantee that you are going to get a ton of value from this call either way. So go ahead and book your call. We'll talk to you there. And now back to the video. Now, we staff virtual assistants exclusively from the Philippines. We've been doing that for over 6 years. We have found that that works really well with US cultures, especially in businesses, entrepreneurs, small business owners, big business owners, and for every main position that we need. And by the way, the most common positions that we hire, the top positions over the last year, have been that executive assistant role that I just talked about, also a social media manager to really blow up all your accounts and grow your social profiles, video editor for things like this YouTube video. We also have inside salespeople that will do outbound calling, inbound calling, a CRM manager, customer relationship management system, someone to manage all your database, your emails, your marketing, and things like that, as well as that personal assistant role. We've also staffed a lot of bookkeepers for busy CEOs and business owners and entrepreneurs, and those are the most common. Now, how much does it cost and how do you actually go about hiring one? Well, the actual virtual assistant role for an EA, those start at about $4 an hour. Now, there are several different ways that you can actually hire a virtual assistant. Number one is you could do it yourself. There's no secret. You can go to Fiverr, you can go to Upwork, you can go to other websites, and you can start being a recruiter and looking through resumes, interviewing people, and then hire someone. Now, we have done that, and here's the problem. It's incongruent with the goal of getting a virtual assistant to take your time back. Here's why. If you start doing this yourself, what have you now done? You've added more tasks onto your plate, and you have now become a recruiter. If you have experience as a recruiter, this might sound like fun. If you don't, this is the biggest pain in the butt ever. You're gonna have to look through hundreds of resumes. You're gonna have to interview people. You're gonna have to decide who are the best candidates. You're gonna filter them down. You're gonna have to do a DISC assessment test to see if they're a fit for the role. You're gonna have to do reference checks. There is so much to do. And what ends up happening is that you essentially have now just increased how much time you're spending instead of gotten your time back. You see, completely incongruent. So most people that try to do this for a full-time role really have a hard time using those websites. We've tried it. We've always failed doing that because it really is a big problem. Now, if you're looking for a contract-based thing like, hey, I just need a quick website built or I need a logo made, those websites are great. I've personally used them a lot. Jump on Fiverr, hey, see who has the best logos, hire someone, you're good to go. But for more full-time positions like an executive assistant and all the other positions I mentioned, I would not recommend doing that. We have had a lot of clients that have come to us at All Star VAs and said, hey, I tried that. it really didn't work out. I'm moving on to working with a professional, which is totally fine. If you've done that before and you want to come to us now, I understand. Okay, number 2 way to do this is what I call the traditional virtual assistant staffing agency model. The way these agencies work, there's a lot of them, if you Google it, is that they will charge you a flat fee, somewhere around $2,000 a month, to find you a virtual assistant. They will go out, they will find the virtual assistant. That virtual assistant will be their employee. This is a very key concept to understand. Their employee, not yours, and then you will pay them a flat fee for that employee. Now, what that agency will turn around and do is they will pay that virtual assistant a fraction of that cost. Oftentimes it's lower than market rate because they guarantee them that income, and then they will in turn put them onto your account. Now, here's the little known secret. A lot of times they will put that employee on multiple accounts. A lot of times that employee is doing multiple different jobs. They're not specific to this role. The other thing that happens is that, of course, you have no control over that employee. They are the employee of the agency. So you might be thinking, hey, maybe this is a good thing. I don't have to worry about any of that. But the problem is you have no control over your workforce. If something happens to that company, if they decide that, hey, someone else is paying more, or they don't like you, or something goes on, they can just take your VA away. And I have seen that happen a lot of times. So you have very little control in that relationship. In my opinion, you don't need one VA. As you start to build your business, you're going to scale up and you're going to have more. So for example, I have 8 VAs on my team right now. Like I mentioned, everything from executive assistant to video editor to all these other positions. And so as you scale, you're paying that big markup on every single person. So I want you to imagine now you have 5 VAs. Well, if you have 5 VAs at $2,000, that's costing you $10,000. I'm going to show you in our model how it's totally different. So that's model number 2. Model number 3 is our model. And our model ends up being, for most people, about 50 to 75% less expensive than that traditional VA model. What we do at allstarvas.com, again, if you want to book a call, just go down in the description, hit that link, and you can book a consultation call with our team, and we'll go over all this with you, do a deep dive into your business. But our model looks very different. Our model, you pay us a fee for what we do, which is recruiting, staffing, coaching. We give you a full-time client success manager, our training library, access to all of our standard operating procedures, daily schedules, KPIs, and all that good stuff. And you pay us a monthly fee for that. It's a flat fee that does not change. It's just based on the number of virtual assistants that you need. So for one virtual assistant, that's $600 a month. For up to 5 virtual assistants, that's $900 a month. And then we have plans for more than 5 if you're building out a big call center or a big team, and we could talk about that. In addition to that, what you're going to do is that VA is going to be your employee. So I hope you see the difference of how much better this model is. You control the employee, you control their schedule, you control their pay, you control their bonuses, the gifts you want to give them, and they're your employee. You're going to pay them market rate. So like I said, executive assistant starting at about $4 an hour. Inside salesperson starting at about $3.15 an hour plus commission. So you pay us our fee for our services. You pay the virtual assistant directly. They are your employee. It is a much better model. It's 100% transparent. It allows you to control your workforce. And as you scale, your fee is not going to continue to double, triple, and quadruple. So up to 5 VAs, again, you're going to pay us our $900 for everything that we do for you. We also have opportunities available. If you want to pay upfront, you could save up to 20% for that. We can definitely chat about that on the call. And then you're going to pay the VA their salary. So this model works so much better. It's cost efficient. It allows you to scale, which is really the goal of the virtual assistant program. And I hope you see how you can partner with us to help you grow your business, which is really what we're all about. And that leads me to number 3 of why you absolutely need a VA in your business in order to grow and scale and get your time back. And that's that virtual assistant today are up to date on all of the latest trends going on in business, in social media, in AI, in automation, and in systems. You see, my VAs handle all of our automations. They create all of our email marketing, all of our funnels, all of our AI generated things. And that is what you need in today's day and age, because if you're trying to do that yourself, then you're probably spending 10, 20, 30 hours a week trying to figure out, how does AI work? What are the right prompts I need to put in? What can I even use AI for? When you have a virtual assistant doing that for you, always staying up to date on what's going on, your business is going to scale so much faster. And not only that, it's going to keep you up to date on everything that's going on. So we use a CRM system called Go High Level. You can actually get a free 14-day trial. The link is down below. And with that system, we're able to create all kinds of amazing email automations and text campaigns and things like that. But guess what? I don't do those. My virtual assistant does. And that's what keeps our business always on the forefront, always growing, and always improving. And it gets me my time back because I don't have to learn how to do all of those things. And that is what you should strive for as well. So this is how I have scaled my own businesses, and it's how we've helped thousands of entrepreneurs do the same thing. You can find out more again by clicking that link below. Booking a demo call will show you exactly how the system works and how we can install it into your business in a cost-effective and scalable way. All right, so if you're thinking, hey, I'm pretty convinced that these virtual assistants can help me scale my business and grow, increase profit, even allow me to have more fun in my business because it's going to be predictable and profitable, but you still have some more questions. Maybe you're thinking, hey, can I trust these virtual assistants? What are their hours going to be? And what is the culture like? Is there even going to be a fit? Then what I want you to do is check out this video where I interview the #1 guy on our team at placing virtual assistants. He's got all the answers for you.